Hey guys, John and Jeff here with Best Price Nutrition. Be sure to check out our website, BestPriceNutrition.com. Follow us here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We do a lot of giveaways here. We announce some sales, deals, swag, promos, different things that you'll only find out about here. And we let you guys know about new products, new categories we're getting into, new brands we're bringing in, new flavors coming out of your favorite products. And in today's video, we're going to be talking a little bit about two of probably the hottest ingredients, muscle building ingredients, categories, supplements of the year.
Yep.
Turkesterone, which I think most people are probably familiar with at this point, and then Ecdysterone. And both Turkesterone and Ecdysterone kind of fall into a category of supplements referred to as Ecdysteroids.
Ecdysteroids or plant steroids,
right?
Which is, you know, kind of a weird term, but they're called plant steroids because the structure of them is very similar to testosterone in humans. So that's kind of how they get that name.
Laxogenin is another one that most people would probably
Yep.
be even more familiar with, and that also kind of falls into that same category of plant steroids.
Exactly. So both of these, you know, we have videos specifically going into each, but today we wanted to kind of give you some of the few differences or comparisons of them. So both are going to increase protein synthesis. Both are going to be able to be used by men and women. They're all natural. They're non-androgenic, so they're not going to have like any liver toxicity issues. They can really be taken whenever. But some of the biggest differences between these two, because they're very similar, and again, these are both pretty new as far as doing a lot of research on them. So there's not too much out there yet about the huge differences. So we kind of scoured the internet, scoured the studies that are out there right now. And one of the biggest differences that we read about was that most of the human research that's been done on these, the studies that have been performed on Ecdysterone.
Which is interesting because this is the one that I think more people have probably heard about.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. I think maybe more people have taken this, and the anecdotal effects of it and what they're reporting, there's probably more on here because there's a lot more manufacturers selling this.
But actual clinical studies, it's going to be this guy
right here. And so the big study on this there was a study where there was 46 participants. It was over a 10-week period. Half of the participants took the Ecdysterone, half were placebo. And the group that took the Ecdysterone actually increased their 1 rep max on bench by, I think, 19.6%, which is pretty phenomenal.
19.4%.
19.4. Still pretty phenomenal. So if you're benching 300 pounds, that's an extra 60 pounds of weight on your bench. So it's a pretty great, it's a pretty cool study that was out.
Yeah, we've done videos on both of these ingredients by themselves, going a little bit more into depth, so we'll link to those down below here as well. But yeah, we just wanted to kind of touch on some of the differences between these two in particular.
Yeah. The only other thing was that Turkesterone in one rat study showed a greater increase in weight. Again, that was in rats, and it wasn't that much. So both, I mean, are just great products. Again, there's not enough differences in them to give you a lot of data on them yet, but they can be stacked together, right?
Yeah, and anecdotally, it seems like Turkesterone is, even though it's a muscle builder, also really helps with cutting as well, where I don't think we've really talked to enough people who've taken these, but so far we haven't really heard anything about this in terms of the cutting aspect.
Exactly. I plan on trying to take this product. I'm going to test it out and see what kind of effects I get from it. If somebody out there has taken this before, we'd love to hear from you and to see what your effects are. But again, you could take them separate. You could try stacking them. No cycle support's needed. No PCT is needed. And most people take them for about 3 months. So
also women can take both of these.
Yep.
They do supposedly both kind of interact with similar pathways, but I guess kind of the thought out there is that you can maybe amplify the results by stacking them together.
Exactly. And we'll find out. That's something I'm going to do, so I'll try to report on the results after the next couple months that I test it out. So, but I think that's all the questions that we have.
Yeah.
Again, both Ecdysterone and Turkesterone can be found on BestPriceNutrition.com. And if you have any questions, we're John and Jeff. Let us know.